you smell that? The old good action of the outdoors west. Hello and welcome back to NerdTaku, where today we're talking about Trigun Badlands Rumble. Probably a 2009 adaptation of the too popular work by Nishiro Naito, starring the OG cast, including one of my favorite personal actors, Johnny Botch, who you can probably tell I'm a little bit fanboy with. I don't have issues. So, but let's talk about Trigun Badlands Rumble. Now, from probably first off and first point of view, it is a Western action sci-fi space adventure put into 90 minutes, and 90 minutes is only an hour and a half, and to be fair, it's a boring 90 minutes. I mean, it's an hour and a half long, but they spend mostly an hour just doing an expedition dump about Amelia and our new character, our villain named Gasback. Now, compared to One Piece Film Z that was all about Zephyr, Vaj is basically the main focus of this movie instead of Gasback, which kind of upsets me because, you know, for Gasback, you want to understand why he's doing this and what his motivation is. In One Piece Film Z, yeah, Luffy and the One Piece crew were still, you know, the main focus, but you still had Zephyr, who is the main villain, and we learn all about him through his backstory, why he hates pirates, why he hates the Marines, or why he turned his back against the Marines, you know, all that. But, which was really funny. It's a really stupid reason, by the way, why Zephyr went against the Marines. But in here, you don't know nothing about Gasback. All you know is that he was an evil dude, he's a bank robber, and everything. So Amelia is a new character in this, and she is very much based upon Calamity Jane from the Old West. She's a redhead, she uses a carbine, she uses a fancy carbine rifle, and everything. So you can pretty much tell of what she's supposed to do. Missy and the other woman are back in this, and they're supposed to protect the statue, but it ends up becoming broken anyways because, you know, plot convenient. And basically, Gasback hires Wolfwood. Wolfwood works for him with a contract, and you know how Wolfwood goes. But it's just kind of worth your money. Well, in all fairness, it just depends on how big you are in a Trigun. Now, see, I watched this series on YouTube quite a while back ago, and I kind of fell in love with it. I thought it was, you know, good for what it is. I do have the first volume of the manga. But, is this really worth your money? I'm gonna say no, honestly, because it hardly is based upon the villain of Gasback, and you don't really know why it's called Badlands Rumble until towards the end of the film. It really does take an hour just giving you an exposition dump before it actually, you know, gets made. The animation is great, the story is brilliant, it gets better towards the ending, that's what's really good about it. But the really down part is, it takes an hour just to get to that big climax. And so, if you're not patient, you might skip out a lot on this, but you don't want to because you want to know about Amelia's backstory and especially Gasback. He and Amelia are connected in a very good ways, and it's really something that you need to look forward to. There's even a moment that will break your heart in this. No spoilers, but whoo, just a warning. But as you know, through coincidences, you know, but still really nice. I do love Johnny Botch, so again, him as Vash was majorly surprising to hear. All the old voice actors back. The guy that does Gasback, John Seiflin, I think his name is, John Seiflin, did an amazing job at Gasback. He really put a good amount of character into it. And again, Amelia reminds me a little bit of, let me just grab it here, the Doctor from Black Mask 2, City of Mask. And the reason why she does is because Amelia had this thing where men touch her she gets an allergy. The doctor character in Black Mask 2, City of Mask, she gets frozen in place when a man touches her. So that was kind of a funny thing to see played in this. And of course, you know, I can't say no to one of my favorite voice actors slash actors of all time, which is Johnny Bots. I'm a big, huge fan of the guy. I even follow him on Twitter, so even through Facebook, I even follow him because I'm a big fan of the guy. There, and especially Johnny Bots, and especially if he's watching this, you know, big fan. And with Johnny Bots, you can't go an anime or a video game without hearing his voice. Well, you know, well, we go from one of my favorite franchises that had one of my favorite voice actors, and is it worth your money? In a way, yes, and another way, no. And let me explain. Yes, if you're a Trigun fan, and yes, if you're an anime fan, I recommend that you should pick up Trigun Badlands. No, if you're not patient and you can't wait until around like the halfway point when everything starts to pick up and becomes even more epic. But we're gonna skip out something with one of my favorite actors slash voice actors to another franchise with one of my favorite voice actors and one of my favorite superheroes. Until next time.